Jasper Carrott, I love Mrs. Brown's boys. It gets up the noses of the comedy police. The veteran comedian's thoughts on Robin Williams, the Birmingham in crisis and provoking the comedy police. John Lennon's withering put-down of Ringo Starr's musical ability has become the stuff of pop legend. Ringo isn't even the best drummer in the Beatles, he drily opined. Except he didn't. That was actually a gag coined by the comedian Jasper Carrott in 1983, but long since attributed to the former Beatle. It was just a throwaway line that got out of hand, Carrott says today, but I doubt if Ringo Starr's ever even heard it. I'm meeting Carrott near his home in Solihull, just a few miles from Acocks Green, Birmingham, where he was born. In the week BBC 4 celebrates not only his contribution to comedy but his 80th birthday earlier this year, our encounter gets off to a comedic mishap, as the hotel he's picked proves inaccessible by car because of a police incident. It's forced the new octogenarian to abandon his wheels and continue on foot in 30°C heat. Given that he pretty much put the Midlands on the map in the 1970s, when his folk act morphed into a comedy phenomenon, surely he merits a blue light escort. If the coppa's under 50, he won't know who I am, chuckles Carrott. I've kept a fairly low profile. I went into Birmingham yesterday, and I was recognized twice, whereas 20 years ago, I could have hardly got up the street. Starting out, Carrott, born Robert Davis, saw himself as an entrepreneur. In 1969 he opened a folk club, the Boggery, in Solihull, as a means of attracting and promoting musicians. For 3 years, it successfully lost money, he says today. A folk performer himself, he also emceed, developing a comedic patter that turned into a full-blown stand-up set. When I started, I was singing and doing one-liners that I'd got from Bob Monkhouse, but all the entertainers who'd been on during the week had done the same jokes anyway. That's when I thought, I've got to do something different, and started raconteuring. I remember doing a routine about butlers, and I was petrified, because there were no actual gags. But it was really successful, and that kicked me off. Carrott's entrepreneurial spirit saw him record his own comedy album in 1973, Jasper Carrott, in the club, which he sold directly to his audience. Honing his craft in shaggy dog stories, his star rose. I've got this mole, you know, began one of his most famous sketches, as featured in his 1979 set at the Theatre Royal Drury Lane. It's making a hell of a mess.